Hey guys, there's a couple guys interested in the Windrow eliminator from the picture I took yesterday and posted up in the group. So I thought I'd take a video to kind of show how they're set up, make it a little bit easier for anybody that may have had questions about it. So anyways, first thing, there's serrated blades on this one, and if you use flat blades, they don't work as well. For some reason, they tend to want to bounce. So if you're gonna use them, serrated blades are the way to go. Another thing, this wheel gets about 20 PSI in the tire, and it's okay if it's a bias ply tire because it doesn't take much weight. On the ground and the shop floor, you want to be able to do that with it. Just scrubbing a little bit, and you can adjust it a little bit if you want to put a little bit more down pressure on the wheel. You don't want too much though, because then you have all sorts of different problems. This tire, it's got 50 pounds of air, and there's about 2-inch gap, 2.5-inch gap underneath the blades on this side, on the shop floor. Now when you get out on the road and you're leveling gravel with it, it's different. There'll be about a 4-inch gap underneath that end of the blade. Excuse me. You gotta have this pull arm over far enough and the moldboard of the eliminator shoved ahead enough that you can achieve the angle. I'll try and get a better shot here and you can see the angle it's on. So I'm sort of square with the grader. You can see the front is actually ahead of the back of the grader, and then the back is, I don't know, that'd be a good 6 feet from behind my weights of the grader, something like that. This thing's old. It's probably from the 70s. It's put thousands of miles on behind the graders. I've been here 10 years and I've pulled one since the day I started. So the pull height of these makes a difference too. If your pull height is too low, the angle of your moldboard leans ahead too much, and if it's leaned ahead too much, it'll act just like the grader moldboard, where it'll want to carry too much and it wants to ride up on top of it. So you have to have it, the pull height up high enough that it's wanting to carry it and roll it and have good mixing action. Too high, then it's probably gonna want to bounce. So there's a lot of things that have to be done to make sure that it runs properly, but once you get the setup done, you hardly have to touch it. Like I said, you can adjust the catch side wheel down or up a little wee bit, but generally the way this one's set up, you really hardly ever have to touch it. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, I hope that was good enough. Don't be scared to get these things out of the long grass, guys, because they work damn good. You can, as you're grading, you don't have a windrow, it's getting leveled too. And that's the idea. Like, if you can figure out how you want the eliminator to work, it makes your figuring it out how to set it up that much easier, because you know what you want it to do. It doesn't shape the road. Your grader shapes the road. The eliminator follows what your grader is set for a grade. It doesn't change the grade, and if it does, it's not set up properly. You want that windrow to be leveled evenly from when it picks it up to where it empties it out. And you'll see the pictures I put up, but the line of the gravel where it finishes is about right there, and you don't want it any further than that. Not on a road, because traffic, they pound it out and it gets to the grass line quick enough. So anyways, there it is, guys. I hope that was good.